Okay, what the heck is Inky? Ever since I started down this rabbit hole of fountain pen collecting, I wanted to do some experimenting with all the different brands of inks I see out there. I did not realize how many brands of inks there are. I first started thinking about this as an exploration, and I was kind of hemming and hawing over the name. I know, right? That makes no sense. Yes, I can get that technical and bogged down, but that's okay. We'll put that aside. And then I said to myself, Grace, it's just words with ease. Duh. That's how Inky got started. Now, what is Inky all about? It's where I intentionally explore, totally for fun's sake, totally, the different facets of new to me inks. Plus, I get to experiment with combinations of inks to make some Grace colorings. Now, I've always been fascinated with color, and it's what drove my artwork as a quilt artist. I love experimenting with the colors and the fabrics I chose, how they interplayed with one another across the surface of a wall hanging. And it's probably why I ended up working exclusively with my own hand-dyed fabrics and the many variations of stamped batik fabrics. So as I thought about this and this resurgence of myself in fountain pen territory, I realized why I'm so drawn to it so much. Through the inks, I get to play with color. So yeah, it's definitely still about the pens, but it's so much more about the color, the variations of inks that I can put in my pens. Also, searching for new inks and pens, I actually feel the same way I felt when I walked into a quilt shop for the first time or after a while. I got to see the mountain of fabrics available to me, just put on display, just for me. Well, for other people too, but just for me. So for this new adventure of Inky, I'm going to explore color through the medium of ink. Because color. Inky will be about regular inks, like I want to use every diamine ink there is out there. I want to be able to say I have every one, well, except for the ones that are discontinued, but I will probably find them anyway. I actually started a spreadsheet, a diamine spreadsheet. Anyway, but I also wanted to find different and obscure inks that are not what most of us know about. For instance, Inkabara inks. Didn't even know they existed. Didn't even know the company existed until I got my first Ink Flight subscription from Ink Journal in August. I'll leave a card to that video. And as for Ink Journal, I need to thank Kristen of Life Inspires Design for her video introducing me to them. I love it. I love each. I have one sitting here that I need to get to. Anyway, it's time for the first dip into Inky. Let's get to the overhead, shall we? Okay, for this first experiment, I'm going to go with grays. I know. It's not everyone's cup of tea, this color, but I have a real fondness for them. Before I start inking up, though, I am going to do teeny tiny unboxing. I got this in a little while ago and I never got a chance to open it. And it is from Pen and Ink Arts. And what it is, let's open it up. It is actually a folded nib. It's a horizon folded nib. Do I need to take it off of there? So it's a folded, So it's a folded nib. I don't know if you can see. See that? It's folded in half. And they use it, it's used in artwork. But I thought, can I do swatches with it? And I have a couple of, okay, it fits in that one, which is good. This is the old one I had to put aside. I really want to see if it'll fit here. Oh, it'll fit here quite nicely. Okay, that's the new one I bought from the pen show. And I'm just going to do a little bit of swatching. I'm actually not going to use this particular nib to swatch. I just want to do a little play just to see how it works. Oops. Can we get in there? Ooh. It puts down. Oh, that's all the color it puts down? Really? One swatch is all you get. Alrighty. I like what it puts down. One swatch is all you get. That's it. I really didn't want to use it for, I did not want to use it because I was just opening it, so I didn't know what it would be like. We might be doing that. I like how it does that. All right, let's get to some Inky-E's, shall we? Let's get to the grays. First up, first gray that I'm going to be using is Pilot Iroshizuku Fuyu Shogun. This is one of the inks, I think this is one of the inks that spilled for me. Well, that's okay. On my trip, let's do this. Can we see? And this is my acrylic, round acrylic block I use. I remember this ink was really almost too light to use. But that's okay. So this one is and the reason I want to put it, I want to have them all on one page so I see the variation in color. This is the Pilot Fuyu Syogun. Alrighty, let's do. It's okay, and it's still reading just okay for me, which is interesting. And I thought maybe it'd read different. Maybe it'll read different next to other inks. Maybe that's what it is. Alrighty, next ink up is the Ferris Wheel Press Glistening Glass, and this is a shimmer ink. I haven't used this in a while, so I'm assuming that the shimmer particles are just sat there at the bottom. Don't do that. Whoa, I don't need all of that. There's a pool of that shimmering particles right there. Okay. Whoops. Oh, did you not dip? This is Ferris Wheel Press Glistening Glass. Definitely reading blue, which the point of getting the grays together especially is to see where they lean and that's definitely reading blue, and you can see some of that shimmer coming up as it's drying. Pretty, absolutely pretty. Next one up, this is also a shimmer ink. You can see them. Come on. This is Diamine Moon Dust. Come on. If you're shaking up enough. Oh, you can see some of that shimmer there. Oh, it's so pretty. So, so pretty. Alrighty, Diamine Moon Dust. Oh, can you look? I cannot wait to show you that what's happening with the Ferris wheel pressed glistening glass. It's interesting how they're all gray, but they're all taking on, because I'm seeing more almost like a brown coming out here, maroon, reddish brown coming out. We'll see it more as it dries. Alrighty, next one up is, let me check, let's see what I have. Next one up is Earl Grey. This is another Diamine, and it's one of my favorite inks to use. Absolutely in love with Diamine. Earl Grey. God, I almost dumped that in the water just now. Huh? Oh no, look! The mess I made. Can I sop that up? That's okay. I'll change it later. Alrighty. Almost is coming off with a greenish tone against all of these other grays. Which I didn't notice when I was writing with it before, because I'd inked it up in my pen, I think for August. Alrighty. And one of the reasons I started on this side is because I actually want to get more inks in and fill this out. This one is Jacques Urbain Stormy Gray 1670. That's the number, that's the name. Oh, that's coming off so dark, almost charcoaly. Wow. It's interesting because when I use each of these inks individually, my eye read gray, just a plain gray. And as I look at them individually up against each other, there's so much more than just a regular gray. You get to see the properties of the inks. as opposed to just seeing, you get to see the properties of the inks against other shades of the same kind. How about that? That's what I want. What is this? Stormy gray. Alrighty. I love this selection. And it's only 5, as I say right now. I have got some other grays on my list. I keep a list of different ink colors. And since I started wanting to do the Inky E's, I created a spreadsheet of the different colors that I want to create. But I didn't realize I should have shaken that. Is that a shimmer? Oh no, it's a shimmer. Okay, we got some of it here. I didn't realize there's 3 shimmers in this bunch. Okay, so we have the Fuyu Shogun, which is it's reading blue, like colonial blue almost. And this one is definitely reading blue. What is it called? Sky blue, Tiffany blue, whatever. It's got that blue. And then, I don't know if you can see, there's the sheening there happening. And then the Diamine Moon Dust. This is most reading like the gray that I think about in my head. But there's also silver shimmers. Silver shimmers in that one. And then the Diamine Earl Grey. I just think it's a solid gray color. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And you can see some shading happening. Oh, so good. And then the Jacobin, I don't use this too much. The Jacobin has some gold. So this is gold, and this is silver shimmer. I didn't shake it up enough, so you're not going to see it there. So yeah, that's the first Inky E. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Inky E's. Is it something that would be interest you? And if there's a particular color or a particular colorway, like a selection that you would like to see me explore, drop it in the comments. All right, see you next time.